Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Charles here, and today I want to discuss something a little bit different. I know I'm kind of down on the whole digital thing. I'm in favour of analogue and the whole intersection. And I want to kind of be fair here to show that I have tried, and I have in the past purchased a reMarkable. You can see this is the first edition. I bought this back in 2020, I think it was, and I really wanted to give it a fair go. Because one of the kind of, you've probably seen, I'm not sure if you've seen it, I think they're on version 3 now. But if you haven't seen these, to be fair, they are trying to provide this kind of in-between segue between digital iPads and computers, all the rest of it, mobile phones and paper, and trying to give the experience of writing on paper, but using a digital device. So that does come with some inherent benefits. For example, the ability to be able to save things to the cloud or to wherever very easily, the ability to be able to move things on the page very easily, things like that. So it does have its advantages, and being portable, and as I say, the most compelling thing being able to, I think, store things in one space. You can kind of drag and drop documents that you've written on it and be able to access them anywhere, anytime on a cloud, which, we have to be honest, the one downsides of analoging books, you've got kind of bits of text and stuff in these, you've got to go and find it. Not always easy in reality, but there are ways around that, which we can, again, explore in the future. But I did give this a go. As I say, I bought it in 2020, and I used it quite a lot to start with. I mean, here is the actual device itself. You can see kind of how old it looks now. But to be fair, they keep doing the updates to it, so I still keep getting the software patches and updates that they're giving, obviously, for the newer ones. Do come through on this first version, and it's almost a kind of a bit of an antique now. Look at it, white plastic. But in fairness, the experience of writing on it isn't awful. It's not bad at all. In fact, if I just get the old pencil thing out here, stylus type thing, writing on it, it's okay. There's a little bit of a lag in it, tiny lag, but generally it's not at all bad. And what I found, what happened, so I did use it quite a lot to start with. I really tried to commit to it, and wrote on it, notes, etc. And I kind of liked it. Experience isn't as good as paper, but it's not, as I say, it's not awful. It's passable. Where it went wrong is the fact, like any device, it goes into power save mode, which it should do, which is fine. If it's got a battery on it, obviously it's going to run out if you stay like this all the time. And then the issue comes in, the phone goes, a call comes in. You just want to be able to have a piece of paper, ta-da, and be able to just take notes there and then. You're on a call or something, a thought pops into your head, you want to write it down quickly. You can just do it on a piece of paper. Whereas with this, you find yourself having to power it up, and that can take a number of seconds. It can take 20, 30 seconds. I've never actually timed it, but there's that lag, and it just started to really get me down, and kind of this isn't like analog, this isn't like paper. I'm sure, I've no doubt, the reMarkable 3, I'd be interested in any comments, anyone's used it. I'm sure it's a lot faster than it was, so I'm sure there have been improvements there. But it just didn't kind of cut it for that. Now, one thing I did start using it for more and more was for things like PDFs to read on. So if I had a bunch of periodicals or journals or something I wanted to read through, they're all in PDF format. It's kind of easy to drop it into this, the cloud app, download onto this, and then I could read it on this. Is more easy on the eye than using up an iPad or on a phone or something where you've got that kind of, obviously the blue colour, the brightness. This has got kind of that monotone effect, almost like a Kindle, I suppose, really, in many ways. So it's kind of easier on the eye from that perspective. And also a nice size as well. So like on a PDF document, if you're reading something quite long, it's quite nice. You can sort of page through it. So that's kind of what I've used it for in the past, in the more recent past anyway. And I must confess, I haven't really used this for the last 6 months or so. I don't think I've touched it. But I wanted to sort of demonstrate that I have tried, and I am trying with digital. I'm always, I'm not completely down on it. It has its place. It just doesn't seem to cut it from compared to, just going back to the good old analog paper side of things. So that's kind of been my experience with reMarkable. I mean, I look forward to the day, one day, my dream is that we have some sort of device that's got almost like paper-like feel to it. You imagine something like this, you buy it like this, and it's got blank pages on it, and that there's some way that you can then download books and things into it, which will then kind of, I suppose it will be a strange paper feel to it that will then contain the text, and maybe it's got a certain number of pages in it, and the font size will have to adjust within reason to fit the pages. Probably not possible, but it's something like that. It's the only way I can see myself going back to digital for kind of reading. I did have a Kindle device as well for reading. I don't really use that anymore. I go for books, increasingly going for hardbacks as well now. Just a nicer sort of reading experience. So that's kind of where I am with reMarkable. Unfortunately, it doesn't cut it. I would really be interested in reMarkable 3 as an experience, but I doubt it's much different for the reasons I've already outlined there. But if you've got any experience of trying to capture the benefits of digital and any device you've used or any techniques, please leave in the comments. Really interested to learn more about that, because so far it's been a no-no for me, but you may well have a different experience and it'd be great to learn more. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.